Tucked in the southeastern corner of Europe, where the Danube River meets the Black Sea, lies one of the continent's most underrated travel destinations, Romania. A land of contrasts, Romania surprises visitors with its rich tapestry of history, lively urban energy, rustic traditions, and landscapes that stir the soul. While tales of Dracula may lure curious travelers, the reality is far more captivating. The journey often begins in Bucharest, Romania's sprawling capital. At first glance, the city can feel gritty and chaotic, a post-communist tangle of architecture and ambition. But look closer, and Bucharest reveals its charm, an eclectic blend of ornate Belle Epoque buildings, communist-era blocks, and vibrant street life. Stroll down Victory Avenue and you're transported to a time when Bucharest was dubbed the Little Paris of the East. Pedestrian lanes in the rejuvenated Old Town hum, with locals enjoying alfresco dining and hookah-sweetened air. Formerly neglected arcades now house trendy cafes and a lively nightlife scene that feels like one big open-air cocktail party. Yet the shadow of Nicolae Ceausescu still looms. The massive Palace of the Parliament, one of the largest buildings in the world, stands as a monument to excess. Built at a staggering human and economic cost during his regime, it's a haunting symbol of Romania's struggle and resilience. Heading north, the landscape transforms. Rolling hills give way to the forested peaks of the Carpathian Mountains, where fairy-tale castles and poppy-filled meadows abound. The majestic Peleș Castle, summer home to Romania's first king, Carol I, sits proudly among the trees. With its intricate spires and woodwork, it's one of Europe's finest examples of romantic architecture, a place where chandeliers glitter and history whispers through every hallway. Crossing the mountains into Transylvania, the name alone evokes images of misty forests and fanged legends. But the real Transylvania is even more enthralling. Towns like Brasov and Sighisoara boast cobbled lanes, medieval fortifications, and charming squares. Sighisoara especially is a time capsule, a hilltop citadel where watchtowers still stand guard and pastel facades charm every camera lens. Here, fact blurs with fiction. Vlad Tepes, the ruthless 15th century prince known as Vlad the Impaler, inspired Bram Stoker's Dracula. Though Vlad never called Bran Castle home, tourists still flock to its looming towers, lured by vampire lore. But beyond the kitsch lies a real and rugged beauty, authentic medieval fortresses and fortified churches built by German settlers in the 13th and 14th centuries. These defensive sanctuaries, with their battlements and arrow slits, once protected entire communities from invading armies. In the remote region of Maramureș, near the Ukrainian border, Romania's soul is carved into wood. This is a place where time slows, traditions endure, and horse-drawn carts outnumber cars. Wooden gates, each a sculpted masterpiece, guard family homes, and churches with soaring spires rise above the villages like beacons of spiritual craftsmanship. Life here is anchored in ritual. Farmhouse tables overflow with hearty dishes, cabbage rolls, polenta, and pork, all washed down with potent horinka, the local plum brandy. Music flows as easily as the drink, with folk melodies echoing through humble living rooms long after dinner. Craft is everywhere. Women spin wool and weave it into heavy cloth, just as their ancestors did. Mills powered by water wheels full the wool and grind grain, not as museum pieces, but as everyday tools. And in a poetic corner of this rustic paradise lies the merry cemetery of Sapanta, a whimsical resting place where each grave is adorned with a hand-carved cross, vibrant painting, and humorous epitaph that tells the story of a life lived, however short or strange. Painted in cheerful sky blue, these memorials celebrate the joys and quirks of their subjects, blurring the line between sorrow and laughter. Romania's cultural tapestry is as rich as its landscapes. From ethnic Hungarians and Germans to the Roma people, diversity is sewn into the national fabric. The Roma, often misunderstood, carry forward a heritage of music, metalwork, and family. Despite centuries of marginalization, many Roma today balance modernity with tradition, preserving language, art, and identity. Because Romania is raw and real. It doesn't always aim to impress, but it often does. It's a country where medieval citadels sit beside buzzing cities, where firewater warms the belly and music stirs the heart, and where traditions endure not as nostalgia, but as daily life. For travelers craving authenticity, Romania is more than a destination. It's an experience. It's Europe, unplugged. So go, wander through forested mountains, sip brandy in a wooden village, and stand in awe beneath the towering spires of centuries-old churches. Romania is ready to surprise you, and you'll be glad it did. If you found this video useful, click the like button, and please subscribe to the channel for more inspiring and informative travel-related content.